This week we're going to be making our classroom website shell. It'll give you a quick idea of how to make a website in Google Sites and how easy it is. And you'll see how we're going to build on it each week. The first thing I'm going to kind of go over the storyboard of the classroom website. And it looks like this. And I've changed every time I change a few things, so don't think you can use the one from the last semester because I've changed it a little bit here. So we have the website title, or we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, and there's sub pages under that, and there's a footer with 3 links. This is the home page and the title of the site. You're going to have a description and the purpose of your site. You're going to have the contents of the site. You have Meet the Teacher, and that's going to be kind of a biography. I've got the specifications, 3 paragraphs. You have professional and personal circles. I used to do something called Professional and Personal Learning Network. We're going to call it circles, and I'm going to show you how we're going to make the charts. The next one is the resources. We're going to have curated resources and digital resources. We have the tech projects, the ISTE standards for educators, mobile apps project. We'll do a good bit with artificial intelligence and our digital story, which is my favorite project. And then under development or evaluations, we're going to have Apple Teacher and Screencast. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create our Google site. So make sure you logged into Google, open a new window, and I'm going to type sites.google.com, and I'm going to create a blank site, and I'm going to call it Debbie's 4507 Spring 2025. And I like to highlight it, make it bold. I might want to change the font. I need to change this to S. Bigger. Okay. Then, I think this made the bold here. Okay. Then I want to change the background image. Now, you can upload your own banner background image from Google Images, but you have to make sure it's not copyrighted and it's in banner format or it'll chop it up across the top. But the easiest thing is just to select something from these that they give us, this selection that we have, and I'm just going to use this one for today. And then I'm going to hit publish. Now I have to name the site and it has to be available. So I'm going to go Debbie 4507 Spring 2025 and see it gives me a little check mark. That means that title is correct, and I hit publish. And to see what it looks like, I click view. All right, then I'm going to go back by going down the far right where it says edit this page, and I'm going to start adding my pages. So I hit pages, and the home page is this page, which I'll explain to you later today. The home page is where you state the purpose of your site and what the contents are going to be. So you kind of need to be thinking about what your sites are. I'm also going to give you a link to some old websites that some of my students have done in the past to kind of give you some ideas. So the next page will be the Meet the Teacher, or you can call it your biography. The next one, under that, under Meet the Teacher, is I'm going to have a sub-page that says professional and personal circles. And we'll talk about that later. Okay, next, you're going to have resources. So I'm going to click this, resources, done. Under resources, I'm going to have a subpage that says curated resources. We'll be talking about Wakelet, some other curation tools. And I'm going to go here, add a subpage, and I'm going to call it digital resources. Then we're going to go over to another page. If I go back up here to resources, then I'm going to scroll here, and I'm going to call tech projects. And this has a lot of our tech projects that we'll be doing throughout the course of the semester. And I'm going to add it the subpage of ISTE standards for educators. We're going to learn all about ISTE. Very interesting, great organization. Add a subpage again, and I'm going to have a mobile app exercise. Then I'm going to have artificial intelligence. We'll be doing some artificial intelligence activities. I know it's amazing how much you don't realize how much we deal with artificial intelligence every day. The next one is going to be digital story, which is my favorite, and we'll be spending a couple weeks on this, making the storyboard, getting the idea, and having a great digital story. So then I'm going to have another page after that, and it's going to be evaluations. And it could be evaluations or development, because one of the development things that we're going to do is Apple Teacher Certification. And back up here, add a subpage, and our last thing we have is a screencast. And that's part of our final exam. Then at the bottom, I think I'm going to have to pull this down a little bit more. You're going to hold your cursor down. It says Add Footer. You're going to go over here and see this little art palette, and you're going to make sure you change it to a different color. So now I have a header, a body, and a footer. In the footer, I'm going to type Tech Blog, which we're going to do later. And I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to put Contact. And I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to put the date that you last revised it. So you won't say last revised, you'll just keep putting a date there of last revised. So after I've done all of this, I'm going to click Publish. And I'm going to hit Publish again. So now when I go to View Published Site, I'm going to see all of the pages that we created. The home page, Meet the Teacher, jumped out of it, but I'll make sure it says View Published Site, and home page, Meet the Teacher, Resource, etc., and then these down here. Now, I also need to give it a title up here, but I'll do that when I revise it. Now, one other thing I did not go over again, and I needed to remind you when you started off this, you're going to do, let me put this, 4507 Spring 2025. All right. When you open this, you need to go to Themes before you do anything and make sure you choose the Simples theme, not any of these others, because you want to make sure that all your pages are across the top so that you can drop them down easily and get to them and see them easily rather than have a big drop down bar. If you do not, I will take points off. So remember, I'll remind you again, you must go to the simple theme. All right, that's it for right now.